Okay, group number 1, this is your message for September 2021. This is the pile for what you need to know. What I gather from this is right now you have so much power. If you feel lost about something or if you're confused about something, just try it out. This is what this card is saying. Challenge yourself to go outside of your comfort zone, to go beyond your comfort zone. Test yourself, test your limit. And chances are these are all illusions that you have placed upon yourself and your goals. So this is a time where you want to challenge something. Don't be afraid about failure. Don't be afraid that you're going to be failing or that it's not going to work out. You never know till you try. That's what this card is saying, right? So have confidence. And this action that you're taking actually inspires other people as well. Card to clarify that, we have the Death card. So it says that you have to go beyond the limit that you have placed for yourself and to try it out, right? The Death card talks about things ending so things can begin. And oftentimes this card is, well, this, not oftentimes, but this card is ruled by Scorpio, right? And oftentimes the Scorpio energy is very timid, very overly protective. And sometimes we, don't allow situations to come into our life because we're overly protective of ourselves or a situation. And something could go wrong, you might be thinking something could go wrong, I could fail. But hey, you don't know till you try. Open yourself up to it, okay? We also have this Freedom card right here. So this truly talks about you needing to go above and beyond the limitations you've put out for yourself. It's all an illusion. You got to liberate yourself, right? If you could truly be free, what would you be doing? That's the number 73 card. And then we have the Garden, Paradise, Idyllic Times. And I feel like this is talking about a result that you have been waiting for a while. So let's clarify that. I'm going to pick this one right here. Oops, fell. Okay, so this is the King of Wands to clarify that. All right, so the King of Wands talks about you being able to basically grow from a situation, right? Of course, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who has prominent placements in that. But the King of Wands signifies something that's foreign and brand new, something that you're passionate about and excited about. So what I see from this is that you're going to have the energy that you need. King of Wands has so much energy, like he's pumped, right? And so it's saying that you're going to have that energy to go for the things that you want to go for. And you're going to feel this freedom, okay? And that you're in control over something. And what can inspire you with that is to, obviously, you could go on a trip and go to somewhere you've never been before, even if it's around your house, around your town, or do something that you've never done before. King of Wands is really flamboyant too. So I feel like it's saying for you to just be very exaggerative, not in a negative sense, but like, if you don't believe in yourself, fake it till you make it. Believe in this particular thing. Dress a little flamboyant. Talk a little flamboyant. And get that energy going. Okay? This is star quality, right? King of Wands. So it's like you have this star quality and this charisma that inspires other people. So I like that. But because it says the Paradise too, it's as if you are connecting with something in nature. What I see from this particular picture, this woman is holding a butterfly, but also has a owl. So through this transformation, through this time that you're turning into this new glow up version of yourself, right? You're also discovering some wisdom. So as far as symbolisms, things could come to you in the form of butterflies and owls, indicating, and owls, right? We typically think they signify wisdom, which they might, and they do, I think. But in certain cultures, as I've been taught by the people in my Discord, is that it could signify death. And this is what this card is, death. So a version of yourself that no longer serves you. Okay? Now the creative spark I see here first of all is the number 6, right? So 6 is Venus. It's about romance and material accumulation and creativity and love. So what I see from here is that you're going to be working on a creative project, something that you feel really passionate about, in order to get outside of yourself. Something has been laying dormant and you got to just express it, right? That's the creative spark. And King of Wands is obviously about creativity as well. Let's go ahead and clarify that with this card. We have 4 of Wands. So you could be feeling very creative at home. You could be working from home or doing something different. You know what I like to do? I just like to switch around the furniture in my place if I feel this the energy is stagnant. So maybe you could be doing that as well. Get the flow going, you know, the feng shui, like search up what's the area of your house that you need to place, maybe a live plant or something, or whatever it is, right? Maybe a crystal here and there. Maybe you want to change the direction of your desk or your table or your bed to get the energy flow going. So that's kind of what I see here. And of course we have this individuality, which is the number 11. So it truly wants you to embrace your own unique path. Your path cannot be compared by other people, and by trying to compare your path to other people or to try to follow in the footsteps of others, we kind of cheat ourselves, right? There's a reason why we have decided to come back exactly in the form that we are, with our situation, with our family, with our love life. That's because we needed to experience this. This is our karma. We wanted to experience it. And by going in the path of another person or comparing your path to another person, you're cheating yourself of all the decisions that you made before you decided to come back as yourself. So honor your individuality, okay, and express it through maybe creative projects and whatnot. So that's what you need to know. Now I'm going to go into what needs to grow. All right, so this is what I see for what needs to grow in your life. So we begin with the card Shapeshifter right here. So the moon goes through many, many phases. And so it's as if you're going through a new phase of your life in September 2021. There could be a new interest that you have, a new way of dressing, a new way of displaying yourself, a new thing you want to learn, new people coming into your life, whatever it is. There is a new season of your life approaching, right? That's what the Shapeshifter talks about. But it's also that maybe there's physical changes you're making in your life. Maybe you're changing up your hairstyle or whatnot, and you're really paying attention to the way that you are observed in the world, the way that you display yourself, right? Or you could be changing your environment. What needs to grow is these cards that we have for you. So it's maybe the Shapeshifter card is also saying what needs to grow is your ability to mold and shape into situations. Basically go with the flow. Don't stay too rigid, okay? Then we have the Serpent card here. Knowledge and healing. So the serpent sheds its own skin, meaning that again with the Shapeshifter, there could be some physical changes that are going to come in September 2021. In that through this process you're gaining this wisdom and this healing, and maybe you want to gain some knowledge. So maybe you're interested in kind of putting your phone aside, cutting out distractions, and maybe focusing on a lesson. Maybe there's a lesson you're taking, a class you're taking, or you want to open a book or whatnot. Or maybe there is someone that you're going to be asking for particular guidance from, like a teacher or a teacher figure in your life, someone who's older or someone who you respect. You may not know these people in real life, right? It might be just like an author or whatever it is, but there is a wisdom of gaining knowledge. Because we have this Father card here, it almost kind of talks about maybe that what needs to grow is you seeking advice from someone who you look up to. Maybe it's a father figure, or if you don't have this particular relationship with your father where you can talk to them, or if they're not in your life or whatnot, maybe it's the ancestors from your father's side that you're connecting with through the dream stay or through meditation. There could be some significant You know, the serpent, this is like the north node and the south node, Rahu and Ketu in Vedic astrology. And it could talk about your past life as well. And so there could be some revelations from your past life, a teacher that's coming through in your meditative state that can offer you something. If you do have a good relationship with your father, check in on your father. Ask if he has some kind of advice. Maybe there's a particular problem or predicament you're going through, and maybe you can talk to him about it. And if you don't have that type of energy, the Father is asking you to become an authority in your life. What you need to grow, what needs to grow is you shedding your old skin, letting go of the judgments that you have placed on yourself through trauma or whatnot, letting go of that, and allowing yourself to shift into the true version of yourself. Okay? So the Father card shows me that there's going to be a point where you're going to have to take charge. You're going to have to step into authority and make decisions, right? And be that foundation in your life. You got to let go of that judgment. The other thing I see here, group number 2, if this, or group number 1, excuse me, if this applies to you, is that you don't want to hold on to any animosity towards the people in your family, okay? Because by holding on to this animosity, you also put yourself in this prison. So maybe you didn't have, good figures in your life, for some of you that this applies to, figures that you could look up to. Maybe they cause a lot of trauma in your life. But by holding on to this, you're also holding on to the pain. And so it's asking you, oh, I thought my thing was, sorry. I thought my insist was on, and it's not. Okay, there we go. By holding on to that, you're also like holding on to this bond in kind of a twisted way. So let go of that. Let go of the judgment. We're all human beings. And you wanted to experience this, right? Your soul needed to experience this. Maybe there was unfinished business with this person. And so the judgment card is asking you to treat others as if you'd like to be treated, the way that you would like to be treated, right? And to not hold any judgments over people, because that places yourself in some sort of a, string attached to this situation. And then what we have here is it says key into wisdom. So again, it talks about your wisdom growing, your knowledge growing, right? I think it talks about you needing to trust yourself in this process because something is going to be revealed. I keep hearing revealed. Something is going to be revealed to you which has not been revealed before. All right, we have the 10 of Cups to clarify that. So I think something's going to be revealed to you about your family, about your home, about your ancestors, perhaps even about the dreams that you have about your future, for your future. And so the 10 of Cups is going to reveal to you some sort of a accomplishment that's coming in your life, a moment of happiness and gratitude, and perhaps also an ending here with the 10 of Cups. Okay? So there's some sort of closure that you need to be made aware of. Now we're going to talk about what's coming into your life. Okay, so this is what's coming into your life, September 2021. Sun card with the 5th house. That really excites me for you because the Sun is the natural ruler of the 5th house, being the 5th house is Leo. So this is really good energy. It tells me that, first of all, you're going to be very creative this month. What's coming for you is possibly something that you are going to be creating. The 5th house talks about children, and so you're connecting with your inner child, or maybe there is a child being born near you in your family or whatnot. Maybe you're inspired by children. I would say to you here, we also have this innocence card. So the 5th house and the Sun card talks about you being able to kind of tap into more of this pure, innocent-hearted version of yourself, where you did not place, you are not operating from fear, right? Because of there are certain things that we have to unlearn. And this excites me for you because first, we talked about earlier, what needs to grow. What needs to grow is your sense of authority. Sun card, excuse me, not the sun card, the sun itself talks about you being able to step into your authority, taking leadership, you know, your charisma. It talks about you being reliable, right? And enduring through the process. And the fifth card is fifth house, sorry. The fifth house is also about you just having fun, playing games, romance, love, that sort of thing. So this card, Innocence, says trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, the unexpected. So it's really exciting time. I think it's a time that you're going to be starting to love yourself. This, to me, talks largely about childhood, all this energy that I'm getting. So you're moving on from like certain things from your childhood that I feel like have kept you trapped in a situation. You are becoming more confident, right? You're becoming more loyal to your dreams. And this Daisy card, I remember this because I pulled this a few weeks ago for myself, and it showed like an exercise. I feel like, I don't know if you can see, it's like a picture with daisies surrounding it. So what you can do is you can take a picture of yourself from your childhood and then decorate it with daisies, either real daisies or stickers or drawing them around it, because daisies talk about you being able to heal yourself and to be your authentic self. And through the process of living, oh my goodness, sometimes we lose our spark, we lose our inspiration, we lose ourselves, right? Because of the pain that we go through. So it's just asking you to remember. Look at, like, there's a lotus, there's a daisy. So remember who you are so that you can move on. Okay? I think that you're moving away from something, you're finding balance in your life, and you are finding more harmony in your life, you're feeling more peaceful, and that's radiating, you know, from within you, because you're working on your inner child. You're doing things that spark joy and make you happy, right? You're feeling that creative spark again. All right, so that is what I see for you all. Happy September. Bye. Okay, group number 2. This reading is split between 3 sections, and this first section is talking about what you need to know for September 2021. And what I gathered from this immediately is that this month your focus is going to be on your career. Okay, we have the Saturn card, we have build your own world. I feel like you're working on your business, your side business, or how to make more money, or maybe you're focusing largely on work. And I think this is really good because Saturn does talk about obstacles and delays. Saturn does not want you to take shortcuts, let me tell you. It will notice. It's watching you like a hawk, okay? So it doesn't matter if it's slow and steady progress, it still wants you to make some sort of a productive and practical approach towards your goals. So that's what I see that's happening here. It's about your work, it's about what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to bring about in your life. And I want to say really honoring time, because, you know, they say, and I say this all the time, I hate when my time is stolen or my time is wasted, because I can never get it back. Money I can always get back, but time is so precious. So if something wastes my time, I get angry. You know, so that's what Saturn is. It's like it wants you to be, it wants you to make like a Google calendar. If you're more of a manual person, like a written, to-do list and a calendar of from this time to this time I'm working, this time to this time I'm working out, this time I'm eating, whatever it is, right? Because trust me, you don't have to do this on a long-term basis, although Saturn does talk about long-term commitments, so I feel like you're making some long-term commitments in September 2021, but this is not like a prison that you have to live in forever. It's like, I feel like whatever you do this month, you're gonna really like what you see. So keep at it, be productive, right? With this marshmallow card, I feel like it's saying, treat yourself. Look, it looks like a wedding cake. So it's like you gotta celebrate yourself too, right? Yeah, Saturn wants you to work and wants you to take control over your life and wants you to be diligent towards your goals, right? We also have bees here. They're very, very subtle, but there's bees here. So it's like, but it wants you to enjoy your sweet nectar at the end of the day. So maybe you want to cook. Maybe you want to cook a comfort food for yourself. Maybe it's your favorite dish your mom used to make or your grandma used to make, or maybe you see a really delicious recipe in a YouTube video or that you want to follow or whatever it is, right? Take time, because cooking can really inspire you. It can give you more creativity. And maybe it kind of can serve as a meditation to you as well when you focus on cooking. But the marshmallow card is also talking about the need for you to take slow and steady steps, right? Like I said earlier, Saturn notices when you take shortcuts and will punish you later on. I'm not trying to scare you, but it's like, so Saturn is just like, hey, doesn't matter if your progress is small, as long as every day you're better than who you were yesterday. Okay, so small steps. Take slow and small steps. Do something that is comforting and nurturing for yourself. I feel like this marshmallow card is saying. But going back to this B here, creation, expansion, and networking with the number 33. So you're growing your business, you're networking with other people, you're creating a business maybe. You want to be able to shift gears easily. Right? That's what kind of bees do. So pay attention to small details and take action where necessary and create a plan for yourself. Okay? And we have revolution here. Transformation, a radical change. Give up the old to make new for the new. And quantum leap. So it's like you have to take the leap. You have to believe in yourself, because the old version of yourself is burning up here and something new is coming about. Okay? And there's movement coming in your life. You might be a little bit nervous or sensitive this month, but make sure you're warming up your hands and feet, okay? Because this is where, like, I feel like whenever I'm cold, if I put a pair of socks on, I'm warmer, even though the rest of my body, I'm just wearing a t-shirt or whatever. So your feet might feel a little cold. Let's see, clarifier. Yeah, we have the Judgment card. Look at that. I don't know why it got dark all of a sudden, the camera. But look at that Judgment. So it's like something you've been waiting on for a while. It might be coming through, okay? You might be hearing something here about what direction you're going to go in. Okay, so now we're talking about what needs to grow, September 2021 for you. I would say I'm seeing a lot of bees here. So in the first part of the reading, I saw bees. Now I'm seeing it here as well. So bees could appear as a symbolism to you. Pay attention to that. Also, maybe draw a symbolism of a bee and put it in your wallet. I think it's going to be a really good month for you to focus on your financial growth and on your career, and you're going to see some really massive transformation here. Okay, as far as what needs to grow, you have to be very honest with yourself. We have this 8th house card. 8th house is about the things that we don't really want to see or admit to ourselves, the things that are hidden behind the shadows, and it's asking you to be very, very mindful of being honest with yourself. Okay, because there could be moments with this denial card here that you're denying something about yourself or about your life. It could be some growth that you know you need to make, but you're denying that. It could be something to do with spirituality. 8th house is also about, mysticism, the occult, hidden things, right? And this denial could be clouding your vision about what needs to be accomplished in your life. I feel like for so long, you're not admitting to yourself what you really want. Like, what is it that you really want? Not what you think society wants from you, or what you feel you want because your neighbor has it or whoever else has it and you think you need it too. Like, what is it that you really want to have in your life, right? Navigate by the sun. So I feel like you need to expose yourself to the sun. I think you have been kind of a night owl for a while, or maybe you have been kind of in the dark, in the shadows, and the sun card is saying go out in the sun, not the artificial light that we get from the lights above us or our phones, the blue lights, but the actual sunlight is going to help you with being more honest with yourself, right? and being more intuitive, because that sunlight really does have an effect on our pineal gland as well. So this is a seeing with, not with the two eyes that we have, but our inner knowing. So what do you really want? You got to be honest with yourself. I think that also financially, maybe there is some financial responsibility that you need to take in September 2021. If you want to see growth in that area, you have to cut off anything that is not helping you and transform whatever area you want to transform. Taking like financial responsibility for yourself, not getting things because you think you need it or you think you want it, but being really honest with yourself. Like, what is my long-term goals? What do I really want? And if I really want this, maybe certain things I have to sacrifice for. Maybe I don't need to buy so many things on Amazon. Maybe, you know, I need to stop watching these people that are making me believe that I need something particular when I don't really need it right now. Or if I haven't worn something for a year, maybe I want to list it on Depop or whatever and make some money from it. Because energetically it's draining me by sitting here, because I think one day I'm going to wear it, one day I'm going to use it. So it's taking up space in my mind, right? So you need to listen to your internal compass, right? You want to navigate towards joy and happiness. That's what this card is talking about. I think you're going to get back your passions. Okay, for so long you may have forgotten what you're passionate about. I think that you're going to start to remember what these things are. Okay, the next part is what's coming into your life. Okay, what's coming into your life? I think you're going to cut away distractions. Maybe you're going to put away your phone or screens. And I think that you're going to be very, very conscious about your relationship to these devices in your life, or these things that are keeping you from being the best version of yourself. So I think that you're going to start exercising. I think that there's going to be some changes that you're going to be making in your life that are very, very positive. One of these things is letting go of this thing that you're silently holding. I feel like this thing is silently taking a hold of your part of your life that's making you kind of foggy, right? This virtual fog. And honestly, this could be something, I feel like this person's like looking at her phone. You know those like necks that we're developing as a society now, like this, our necks are curved because we're always on our phone. I feel like that's how she looks like. But the things that are silently taking away your energy, right? So including things from your past, suffering in silence. Suffering in silence with this death card. You're ready to transform, you're ready to move away from it. And this memory lane, it could be something in your past, right? So you're going down memory lane, and this is, we don't realize, but this is time trip. This is traveling, time traveling is what I think it is when we go back and remember things from the past. We're time traveling. And what we can do to alter the current or the future is to travel back into the past and download some love and compassion to your past self. And then the next morning when you wake up, or immediately for some of you, you'll notice the change. Because as they say, if you change something in the past, it's going to alter the future or the current, right? So you can use that to your advantage by going back into the past and downloading love there. And there's some endings that are coming in your life here. But I feel as though with this 9 and death card, 9 talks about an ending, death obviously talks about an ending, and 35, which is 8. So 8, 9, 10. So that's what I see here, is that there's a gradual process. You're allowing transformation to come to you, you're seeing the bigger picture of it, and then you're ready to step into the new version of yourself. So if you have difficulty asking for help, just ask guidance from your spirit guide, okay? There's the energy of completion here that they're going to guide you with. Step away from limiting beliefs that you have for yourself. And this creative communication, I think it could help you here. If you need guidance on like, how do I speak my truth? How do I do this? You're going to get the guidance that you need. Okay? Maybe writing can be helpful for you. Just write like nobody's ever gonna look at it. This is just your own thing. If you want to write ABCs, write ABCs until you can start writing something, right? Because it's like constipation. You're like energetically constipated, okay? But this advocate card is positive because it says that through the pain that you have experienced, you're going to have this compassion towards other people. But it also wants you to not just have this idea, but take things into action, okay? So there's definitely movement coming to you. I think you're going to cut out distractions. You're going to have transformation. You're moving away from something. You're going to stand up for what's right. You're going to change this pain into something that's positive. And you could be kind of remembering things from your past, okay? And you could be working on your communication as well. With this natural fog, like I feel like she's looking down on her and her face is like lit by blue light. Maybe you want to wear some blue light blocking glasses. Maybe you want to carry some shungite around you. Where's my shungite? Oh, here's my shungite. So yeah, carry shungite around you or whatnot. That can help you. Okay. What else is coming? Group number 3. Okay. Look at that. So this is great. We have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Wands, right? I think that you are moving away from something that I feel like you're realizing is not worth it anymore, okay? And I think you're moving away from this lack mindset as well. You're going to find an answer and you're going to be celebrating all your accomplishments, okay? But first, I feel like you have to realize and be honest with yourself if something's not working anymore. Okay, and instead of dwelling on the lack mindset, you want to focus on the 6 of Wands, because the 6 of Wands is somebody who has been through the 5 of Pentacles, right? This person is just not celebrating a random Tuesday in May, right? They're celebrating all their accomplishments, and the people around them are happy for this particular individual as well. So they know the hardships that this person went through in order to be in this position of being celebrated. So that's kind of what I see, okay? Okay, group number 3. So this message is going to be split into 3 different portions. The first portion is going to be what you need to know about September 2021. And for you in particular, is very different from the other groups because you guys are going to be focusing more on the internal rather than the external. Okay, although there's going to be some external stuff happening too, which I'll be touching on. I say that because of the 9th house and Mercury. I feel like you're going to be very, very intelligent this month. You're already always intelligent, but especially this month, your mind is just working so much faster, it's so much better, and you have that mental clarity that you have been seeking for a while. You're going to have great mental capacity. You're going to have the ability to make good, decisions for yourself. It could be good decisions based on, it could be your business. It could be areas of your spirituality, your philosophy, your religion, and higher learning. That's what the 9th house is. So you're feeling curious, right? Mercury is just very, very curious. It wants to know so much. It wants to analyze so much. When it's in Gemini, it's curious. When it's in Virgo, it's analytical. And so you're mixing all this energy here with the 9th house, and you're exploring all the things that you were curious about. You're expanding your mind, your consciousness. You're researching, you're becoming analytical. You have a great understanding of things, right? You're quick at learning something. So this is actually a really good month for you to learn something. I'm going to clarify that here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we have the Justice card and we have the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups in this particular situation is kind of showing to me someone who's like, I want to know this. There's so many mental windows being open, right? But of course, the 7 of Cups is the number 7, which is kind of the K2 North Node energy, and also Neptune. So it shows me that there's a lot of expansion going on in your mind about things that you were curious about, spirituality, your past life, right? These things are coming to you a lot more easier. And through this process, you're developing your own philosophical way of thinking, right? And there's higher knowledge that you want to obtain. You're expanding your ideas. I feel like maybe you could be taking some trips as well, whether they're long distance or short distance. And I feel like this trying opposite, trying the opposite card. I feel like, I don't know, if you are a night person and you fall asleep really late, sorry, I kicked the camera. I think that you're going to kind of become a morning person, or at least you're going to try to. And it might sound like, oh, I'm just not a morning person, but try it out for just a day and see the difference in your productivity levels. Wake up before the sun does, if you can, or at least wake up a lot earlier than you already do. Okay? Maybe you get stuff done before your classes or your work or whatever. And you're just gonna feel a lot more mentally clear. Okay? Don't stay up too late. Now, if things weren't working out before the way that you were doing it, it's also asking you to try something different. Okay? Go for like a different approach. Maybe you're exposing yourself to some new ideas, or maybe opposing beliefs. You want to listen to somebody that has a different opinion than you, and maybe you gain some knowledge through that process as well, and it enriches your inner self, your inner life. This beaver card, look, okay. You see how beavers are very productive, right? They make a plan, they wake up and they are digging and digging and digging, and they're creating this dam for themselves. So you need to manifest something here, make manifest. And in order to create something here, and in order to manifest something, your idea has to turn into reality. So it's asking you to do that, not just something sitting in your head, but actually like putting action towards it to make it happen, right? That's what the beaver energy is trying to tell you. So it wants you to make and build a plan for yourself, right? It wants you to move whatever is going on in your mind, the ideas, into reality, okay? It wants you to make a foundational change in your life, in your lifestyle. So again, if you're a night person, maybe try being a morning person for a bit, or at least trying to fake it till you make it. You know, wake up a little bit earlier, and you're gonna love just your emotional levels, how you feel spiritually and energetically and physically. You're gonna feel so much better, okay? This passion flower here, exuberant quietude. See that? Okay, I feel like that's saying the need for you to sit in quiet. Yes, your mind is just going to be racing so fast, but it's going to be racing not in a way of feeling like your mind's taking control over your life, but rather in a way that enriches you. It at the same time wants you to take some quiet time, okay? Turn off the phone, turn off the white noise in the background, and just sit in silence. That's what it wants you to do, okay? And kind of scan your body. What are areas of your body that you feel kind of uncomfortability or pain or whatnot, that the usual distractions distract you from, but now that you're sitting in silence, what are the thoughts that are coming to you, right? Dissect those thoughts, okay? And that's gonna help you with the stress levels that you might be experiencing this month, okay? Or it's gonna help you not be burnt out. With this faith here, right? That's why I say, you guys, the 9th house, Mercury, faith, this is all about spirituality. This is all about your higher learning and believing, expanding your consciousness, and allowing yourself to leap into the unknown territory. Okay, that's what you need to know. Next part is going to be what needs to grow. Okay, what needs to grow is that I feel like there's a teacher coming into your life, right? With this spiritual partnership, it could be someone you feel does not have to hold the title of a teacher per se, but someone who is going to teach you something, and someone who you're going to learn from, and vice versa. There's going to be a moment, you know, this is such a symbiotic, great relationship where you are going to be a teacher to them, they're going to be a teacher to you, and you're going to learn from one another. That's the type of partnership that's coming. And I feel like if you guys are looking for a romantic partner, it could be that as well. There's some passion that's, you know, and lust and excitement that could be happening here as well. Be sure to not let it get control over you, but I feel like there's some passion that's igniting here, right? We have the foundation and achievements, the number 4, which is a 4 of Wands, which tells me that it might start off as passion, but it's going to grow into something that's more stable here, whether it's with another person or just the passion projects that you have. But look at you guys. September is going to be an extremely spiritual month for you. Every month is spiritual, but I feel like consciously. And we also have this card, which is pay attention to or lend a listening ear to another person's suggestion, okay? And that's what I feel like is coming through, is someone's here to suggest something to you or give you an advice, and open your heart up. Allow it to come into your life, okay? And take it, you know, receive this, what do you call it? What's the word I was using? Oh, advice. Receive this advice, because it can be very, very helpful for you. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. Yes, it's going to be helping you through a situation where you're confused about, you're unsure how to feel about it. They're going to come through with a very, very good advice that's going to help you spiritually, right? The 2 number is about love, compassion, and care and nourishment, and the 7 number is about spirituality. So I feel as though if it's romantic for some of you, it could be. For others of you, it could be platonic. But regardless, it's going to be a very good teaching moment, okay? Take suggestions from this person. And you know, as they say, the teacher appears when the student is ready. And I feel like you're ready. Now, if it's not a physical person in your life, it could just be an author or a teacher that has published a book or has some videos online or whatever, or again, they just could be regular people like you and I who just have something profound to share with you, okay? And in that way, they become your teacher. So that's what I see. I feel like also it could be that this person shows up unexpectedly, okay? Because this blindfold kind of shows me that you're not really looking for it, but it kind of just comes. So let's see. Yeah, 7 of Swords. Yeah, this Swords energy is like telling me you're very, very intelligent. You're very mentally clear this month. But look at that, 2-7. Can you believe that? 2-7 and 2-7. Look at that. Okay, yeah, that's what I see. I feel like you need clarity, you need a new direction, you need an honest, something to come through really honestly. I think you're just kind of done overthinking about something or being blinded by the picture, the bigger picture, and you kind of see the details that you were overlooking before, and it helps you see the bigger picture of things, okay? Yeah, and of course with the 4, number 2, and also this is the number 4, deliverance, release, relief, a fresh approach, liberation from obstruction, finding a solution. Yeah, you're gonna find a solution for sure, okay? And I think you're working on building a foundation for yourself or for your family or for your future or your well-being, and there could be something coming in terms of your childhood, your upbringing, your family, your ancestors, that sort of thing, or your home. There could be some changes coming up in that area as well. Okay, so this section is what's coming. Oh my god, guys. Look, you guys, this is group number 3. If this applies to you, this is a really good month for connections. Let me tell you, we have relationships, right? Look at that. And we have poet, we have this card right here that says bright heart light, open connections. It's a definite month of connections for you. So if you're looking for a relationship, whether it's again romantic or platonic or business partnership or whatever it is, it's definitely coming through here. And I think it's because you're finally allowing yourself to open up to these connections, right? For so long you were fearful of something. You were fearful of truly connecting with somebody. You may have closed off. You may have been these people that are like, oh, I don't have friends, or you have been backstabbed by friends or whatever it is, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna live alone. I really don't need friends. I mean, I'm fine with, you know, me, myself, and I, or whatever it is. So maybe there's friendships coming through. For some of you guys, it's love. You have the traumatic like fear attached to love or whatever it is, and it's definitely coming through, okay? Pushing the envelope. So you're going beyond your norm, your comfort zone, and allowing these connections to come to you. So the basic thing here is to open up your heart, okay? Because this fear is affecting you and preventing you from expanding in areas that you want to expand. Whether it relates to a relationship or not, it doesn't matter. Opportunities come through people as well. And so we don't want to be closed off to that. We want to be open to opportunities, and these include people and connections in our life as well. So I would say here that with this green energy, open up your heart, eat some greens, surround yourself with the color green. That's going to help you allow yourself to open up to these, right? The poet shows me here, you're going to be expressing yourself here in the month of September. Maybe you are influenced by poetry or written word, or maybe you want to start writing. In order for you to exercise you opening up your heart by first allowing those things, your fears, to come up on the page so that it could escape your body and your energetic field, right? And that's what I see. And with this detective here, great power of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. So I feel like, with this detective card and the first cards that came up, the ninth house and the Mercury and all of that, there is a time that you're being analytical. Like I said in the beginning, you're investigating, you're looking into things, and you want to find the truth of a situation, and you're listening to your intuition more about what these things are trying to tell you. And I feel like in that way you're connecting with your higher self more, and in that way your higher self is saying, hey, we're trying to bring in all these opportunities your way, all these things that you're dreaming about your life, or you have stopped yourself from believing in or dreaming about. These things all are possible, and we're bringing them into your life through the form of other connections in your life. Okay, so allow that to come through is what I see for you guys. Have a beautiful September. Bye.